Yeah.
Yo.
Oh
Yo,
man.
Cam. What it do, my boy?
We back. We back. We're
Back, man. What's the word, bro? How you feel?
been a minute.
It's been a minute, bro.
It's been a
Yeah.
minute.
For the ones I was gonna say, like, for the ones watching, man, this is the first time Cam and I have recorded like together since the school year, I think. Yeah. Sure. Um, so yeah, man, it's been a while. We got, stuff to
It's been
talk.
like a month and a half for real.
No, for real,
But
bro. What's today? Oh yeah. Happy Juneteenth, guys.
happy
Happy
Juneteenth.
Yes, sir. How you
You're probably
feeling?
not watching this on Juneteenth, but I hope you had a good Juneteenth.
Exactly. We recording this on Juneteenth. How you feeling today, bro? How was your Black life today?
It was good. I still had to work. I
Thanks,
still,
bro.
I still had to work,
Yeah.
but that's just because I do like week-long camps. But
Yeah.
it felt good because I'm growing wealth today. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's exactly kind of what the day represents of being able as a black person to do something in a field that really doesn't have a lot of black people in it. It's showing just growth as a people, doing something that's out of the box.
Sure.
So it just shows how much we've grown as a people. And it's just like today I really get to appreciate the people and the people that came before me to like, break open those doors for me to be able to even step in the field that I'm in. Um, so yeah, I feel good when I think about it like that
I like that.
today,
I
even
like
if I
that.
had to work.
I feel like that's a great outlook on it, man. I also had to work today, but I honestly couldn't complain. I don't do much at my job, so the fact that the department was open, I was able to make some easy money. Know what I'm saying? Like, what else could I ask for? It wasn't a bad shift
Exactly.
either.
Exactly.
But yeah, other than that, my day was pretty swell, man. I came home, ate some dinner, watched the game.
We
Um,
got to talk about this.
we must talk about
We
it.
got to talk
We
about
must talk
this.
about it. Um, I did some laundry, bro. I've been chilling, bro. Yeah. But for the most part, I have been busy though. I know
Yeah,
you have too.
same.
So yeah.
Hey, they don't even know. We tried to record. It's timing just is not lining up.
Horrible, bro.
But
Horrible.
like, there's so many things I already said I was gonna do that I can't do
Mm-hmm.
or like don't have the time to. But I've
Seriously.
been moving this summer.
Seriously, bro. Seriously.
I think we'll start off with that little intro. You want it? You want it for this first one of the?
Yeah. Well, why not, man? Why not, man? If you're a new listener, whether you're new or not, we just like to say welcome to the Nice and Cozy podcast, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's our first official virtual episode. Cam's in Cali right now. I'm out of Chicago. So like either way, we still making it work. You know what I'm saying? And shout outs to Cam too, man. Cam has really been, carrying the process all together, like, keeping me motivated, bro. I've said it before, but yeah, bro. Cue the claps, man. Cue the claps. For sure.
What?
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for sure. Uh,
Appreciate you, man.
yeah,
Just
but yeah.
yeah,
Get nice and
definitely
cozy
just
with us. Long story short, bro.
hey, you see me in the comfy.
Yeah, no, that mug is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been waiting to break this thing out. I had it in Chicago, took up way too much space in the dorm closet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back though.
Yeah, you got to low key.
I had to get nice and cozy for the first episode
Definitely,
online. First
definitely.
episode. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Nice and cozy in my room. Are you recording? You recording in your room in the crib?
Yeah.
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 Chilling, bro. We chilling, bro. But this is definitely a different vibe, but I can honestly say, so far I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable, but then we're also having a really engaged conversation, bro.
Yeah. It's low key
It's
fire.
11:13 where I'm at, so that means it's
9:13 for me.
9:13 where you at. This is when stuff starts to get intellectual, man. You get to think.
Yeah. You know, you guys are about to really hear a lot of stuff and we're really gonna be in depth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I say
overthinking
that.
a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Um, I know that this probably won't release, you know, probably like maybe a week or so after Juneteenth or
Like this
4
is
days.
Monday.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say like 4 or 5 days. Just building on the idea of that too, like, I feel like going down my feed today and everything, I just wanna talk about, like, the amount of information and the amount of history and stuff that was shared, you know what I'm saying? All of the
Mhm.
stuff that I learned, and um, just wanted to just, like, shine the light on the positivity that sometimes, like, social media can have today because, like, one being Juneteenth spreading, like I said, positivity and information. Mm, yeah. Yeah, man, I felt like that was, like, probably the highlight of my day is seeing so many people celebrate um a holiday that commemorates like black people, bro. It was really dope to see.
Yes,
Um
yes, because it wasn't always celebrated
yeah, for sure.
until much recently, to be honest.
Yeah, like I never really, you know what I'm saying? I guess I just never really like understood the significance of it all the way up until maybe like, half a decade ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, man, I thought it was really cool. I thought that was really cool to see.
You know, because it's just so much, and this is something also we can get into later. Just like the history that's taught to us now
Hmm.
that wasn't taught to generations before. There's like less covered up history. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Our
definitely.
generation's kind of getting the full fledged like
Hmm.
everything's out there now. There's no hiding it. There's
Yeah,
none of that sorts. So like whether it was like Columbus Day being changed to this like being an actual federal holiday now, it's like
yeah,
you can't really hide the secrets anymore.
for sure.
And we could talk a little bit about like the secrets and the things that happened
Bro,
before coming up to coming up to bite people back in the butt now, but like um
I feel like now the X factor of a lot of it is like you said, the access to information. You get what I'm saying? People like I mean politicians or you know what I'm saying, like wealthy families, whatever the case, like they're kind of forced to be transparent with stuff, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And even then, there's still a lot of stuff that we don't know. But yeah, man, the history of black people in this country is definitely dark. But
yeah,
it makes a difference to know it, you know what I'm saying, so that it can't be repeated or so that you, in a sense, just don't become a victim of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, but yeah, bro, I definitely agree. Um,
And it's beautiful to look at. It's very beautiful to look at to me.
so,
Just like
so
seeing how far we came just as a people.
so that's like the type of motivation that like makes us want to do that stuff like this. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just the freedom to be able to. For sure, man. Um,
But there were some lighter things before we get deep into
yeah,
that stuff. There
yeah.
were some lighter things I did want to talk about because people were asking, or we gave out the name. Not we didn't give it out yet, but we asked what should the name of our community be,
Hmm.
and we didn't talk about it after much.
Hmm.
But there were a couple names that were thrown out that I kind of liked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's hear them.
Hold on, let me pull up some because
It's tough.
one I know there was the nice and cozy community. There was hold on, let me actually get the list. Let me get the list out here for real. Hold on, here it is. There were the nosies. That's nice and cozy's mixed.
Mm,
The cozy crew, nice and cozy crossing, nice and cozy commons,
nice and cozy comments. It's
nice and cozy corner, nice and cozy community, nice and cozy collective, and my favorite,
I know what you're about to say. My favorite too.
so overly cozy, or the socks.
The socks. That's tough, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Bro, like,
Hey,
hey, I don't know. It's something about me with acronyms, bro.
yeah,
Like, but that's tough though.
you know how I am with the acronyms. That's
Can't go wrong, bro.
so I that was the list right there. Well,
Like, who is calling me, bro?
Hey, welcome to the online virtual podcast.
No, actually, like there's no, you
there's
feel me?
no
I'm
there's
on
no
my
stopping that.
MacBook. There's literally no escaping it,
No.
bro.
I think earlier you're gonna hear my phone buzzing.
No, seriously.
But yeah, that was the list. We gonna put this video out probably and you guys choose. You guys choose. But honestly, that's so overly cozy.
I got my choice.
I know where I'm voting.
Yeah, for sure.
So overly cozy. We may just have to make an executive decision on that one. But uh so overly cozy. My sister was trolling too. I think my sister put that one in. She for sure put that one in. She was trolling with that. But still,
Think that
I was rock with it.
I think that socks kind of match the cozy thing. Like I don't own a pair of non-cozy socks, to be honest with you. Like so like, bro, it just works out in our favor, low key. But like I said, of course, leave it up to to said community. I know where my vote, my ballot is being cast.
Let us know if you want to be the socks.
The socks.
If you know though. Like everybody else that shows up,
You hear that? Like, I need. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How do I like mute?
you gotta be a D&D warrior for a minute.
I'm trying, bro. I'm
You
literally
gotta be
trying. Nah, but for backstory, like, I'm being for. It's like being going out
mm.
is. Oh my god. Let me tell you, bro. I like the nightlife. Side note, I like the nightlife, bro. But like, I cannot go out every weekend, bro. That's what my phone is being blown up for. People are trying to celebrate Juneteenth, and I'm all for it. But I had to work today. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that's me for real.
yeah,
I don't like one, I'm not even a go out type of guy. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah.
I love the inside of my home, my room. I will relax, chill, watch movies, and completely be enjoyed and fulfilled in life.
No cap though. No cap.
I don't need to go out, especially if I was working. Like second semester, I had my friends mad at me because I was not trying to go out.
No, for real. You be exhausted after, bro. It all depends on like the work day, but at the same time, it's literally just socially draining sometimes, bro.
Like I love people. All right, I haven't said that in a while. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't said that in a while, but I've been interacting with people, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
people ain't so bad. You know what I mean?
definitely.
But I love like having good conversations with people.
Hmm.
But there's a point where I'm so tired where I just like
Like
I'm
this
just
is like
not registering anything anymore.
facts, bro.
Like I'm checked out. Checked out.
Bro,
Yeah, man.
that's how I was like the last month and a half, like of the school year. I felt like, bro, just mentally checked out, bro. Only like focusing on trying to finish strong, but like I don't know. All of the antics just came along the way, I feel like, and they always do, bro. Oh,
Sorry,
whoa.
I'm still testing out stuff with this whole thing. Can you see this?
Yeah, yeah, I can still see.
Did it switch for you?
It just got a little smaller,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
because I can see everything and the we still figuring stuff out here. But
Yeah.
this looks tough.
First virtual episode, you
This
know,
looks very tough.
incredibly, bro. I like how big the
Yeah, I
view
like this.
is. Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Hell yeah.
So it may have to be left. You want to leave like this? You want it like this?
Nah, I low key messed up the version.
Boom. Hey, this is how the rest of the episode is gonna be.
Boom. This
Just
is
check
tough.
it out.
This is tough.
Just check it out. But yeah, I like this right here because I can see everything now.
Hell yeah.
See everything now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got the Iverson jersey in the background. This is a Jordan poster, by the way,
You see it.
right here.
Nice little vinyl going on. We got the PS5. Like, what is this loading screen? Whatever the case is going on. Like, we are indeed cozy.
Yes, yes.
And
All right, but oh, dude, I got some stories. I got a couple stories. Mm,
let me know, bro.
Like I just remember now that I'm I'm starting to check back in. I was getting real like low and just melted, but I got some
Yeah,
stuff's been happening out on this golf course, bro. And
let me know.
I'll be out with the kids, and my other coach, he
First off,
always
for
takes
context, how old are the kids that you train though?
my young this week, I have 21. My youngest is 5, my oldest is 16.
Wow, okay.
And
You got
it's just
a plethora of kids, like, they're
yeah,
okay.
and they're all different experiences, everything. So it's just you gotta adjust to each camper.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Um, Literally, this is last week and the week before that. We're out on the course, and I love my other coach because he always takes the first shot before I even know what's happening.
Uh,
First week, some dude, he comes up. This is after it's a 9 hole that we're doing, not an 18. This is a 9 hole.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I have the kids on the hole, and they're finishing up hole 9. This is the last one.
Uh,
They're finishing up hole 9. They were taking a bit because it was just like, they're still learning. You know what I mean? They're
yeah.
still trying to improve, and they may miss some putts. It's okay.
Mhm.
But we get off the hole. Some of them are going to like the bathroom. We're taking a second, and this old guy comes up, and he was yelling from the tee box while we were there. He was like 4, and he was not hitting though. He wasn't hitting. But after he pulls up, and like he's 20 feet away from me, like 30 feet away from me. He's far away from me, but
Why
he's by my
pulled
other
off?
coach.
Is he, like, in a
No,
golf
he's
cart?
walking.
Oh, okay,
He's
okay,
walking,
okay.
and he goes and points up at me. You're out of line. But I didn't hear what he said fully at first. And I was
Yeah.
like, what'd you? I was like, what did he say? Because at first he was looking at me. I waved at him. I was like, how you doing?
Mhm.
How you doing? Because he was looking. And then he was just like, you're out of line.
Uh-huh.
And he went to my other coach who was right next to him and like says something quick to him and like runs off basically. I'm like, yo, what? Like, are you gonna come talk to us? See what's going on?
Yeah.
Whatever. But boom, after his other 2 people he was playing with, they didn't know each other, but they were just playing around together. They come up. I'm telling all my campers just like follow the other coach unless that y'all can go. I'm gonna figure out what's going on. So these 2 dudes are like, I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, why is he so mad? He seems a little upset.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, he's just always mad, but um, you guys could just like let us play through. I was like, it was hole 9.
Right.
Play through to where?
Right.
I was like, nobody, because the whole day though, because they take longer, I've been letting people pass through us all day, all day. So it wasn't like it was anything I was doing like malicious or like targeted at them. I had no idea they were behind us, but we've been letting people go past us all day on the course if we were going to take too long.
Mhm.
So I told them that I was like, it wasn't personal. Nobody was trying to like make you guys wait longer or anything like that.
Yeah.
But also, if you're out here at the middle of the day on a 9 hole, you don't have much to do in your day, I don't think.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
if you're out here hitting the 9, you're like,
You played a whole 9 holes, bro.
you don't have that much to do. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it wasn't anything personal. Y'all have a good one, but I didn't. They were like, oh yeah, we know it's not that. He's just always kind of angry. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bet that. So I take my campers back. I have to take one of the carts back. So I take one of the carts back to like where you drop them off at. And I was like, something tells me this other guy's still here.
Mhm.
He's gotta still be here. And I went to the pro shop just to, and if not, I was gonna tell them, I was like, there was some guy that probably came in here. He was probably angry and he was probably like yelling and screaming. I was like, just know we were letting people pass all day. We weren't, because I don't want them to think of anything of us like we were holding up people all day. That was not what we were doing. So I come into the pro shop. He's in the office, like he's going in, right? So
Yeah.
I waited. I waited. Let him finish. Let him, get all the stuff out. Then he turns and he sees me. He brought it down a little bit. He brought
Yeah.
it down a little bit. But I
Yeah.
was just like, hey man, I just want to tell you, it was nothing personal to you guys. We didn't even see you, but it was whole 9 and nobody was trying to hold you up. I was just letting them finish. They're all young and they're all learning. They're out
Yeah.
here enjoying the game of golf just like everybody else. So
Yeah.
there's never a reason to get like that up there. Everybody can be friends and enjoy each other's company out here. You don't
Mhm.
got to be that angry. There's no reason to be that angry on a day like that. There was no reason to be angry.
Especially if
And
kids, like, you know what I'm
yeah, but while I was talking to him, he was trying to like say something quick and go. But I was like, I just want to have a conversation with you for real.
saying?
Cause that's one thing I think as people, we like tend to do is just try to like get something off and then go and not actually fix our problems. Cause then we just be angry at each other all the time and just run off. So I was like,
Like,
let's have a conversation. Cause I see where you're coming from. You may be frustrated. Cause say you weren't playing good or something like that. And you're sitting, you're
he out, he out there playing horrible.
Yeah, and you're out there just sitting on the hole watching kids putt. I mean, like, you could be built up some anger and frustration, but like, let's be let's be cordial out here because I also say like the kids don't deserve that, right? The kids don't have to be out here listening to you like be angry. Pull us to the side or something. But tell me why. The second week, I'm at a different location too. That was in the first location. I have two locations that I work at. My second location. Um, one of my coaches is actually my one of my closest friends, basically like my brother. He works with me now, and he's one of my coaches. So he pulls up and he's like, "Yeah, this dude just yelled at our other coach for just like for no reason, saying he was just mad and holding getting held up." And at this course, there's a 9 hole and there's an 18, two different courses.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
9 hole is not serious. They barely keep it up. The 18 is really, really nice. That's where you pay money for. 9 hole, half the people walk on for free. So this dude comes up. I will. He pushed through this other camp that was behind us too. He pushed through them, and then I tell my campers to wait, and I go up and I want to talk to him. And I
Yeah.
was like, I heard you had like a. Did you have like an altercation or interaction with one of my coaches?
Uh-huh.
And his wife was there. His wife was really, really nice. But he's like, yeah, we just had like a little conversation, and he was really, really nice to me.
Mhm.
But how my boy described it, he was up there. He was like yelling and screaming. So I was like, wait, is this the right guy?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
but but what I told to him too was like, and this was Friday. So we had been there all week, no problems. And nobody's really on the course at this time. So I'm like, yeah, I just heard you. He was like, yeah, it's just because, we're paying out to be out here and everything. And it was just like to be held up. It just wasn't nice to somebody who's paying out here. And I was like, we are not out here for free
Especially
necessarily.
especially the kids, like, they
Our,
pay for
the,
the camp.
the kids are paying for us to be out here, and my boss is paying for the camps to be at this location.
Facts. And then I'm
So
getting paid to teach the kids, like,
yeah, like
yeah.
nobody's out here for free necessarily, but this 9 hole is not that expensive.
Facts. Not that deep, basically.
So this 9 hole is not that expensive. But I was just like, first of all, it's never okay to do this. And I told him too, I was like, if you gotta pull one of my coaches to the side, because they're grown men, you pull them
Yeah,
to the side and you can talk to them and have a conversation. But in front of my campers, I said never do that in front of my campers. Cause none of them deserve that at all. They're kids, and you can really stuff like that ruins a kid at an early age.
for sure.
They start seeing some like people interacting in such a way that's like not, you know what I mean? Like
Kinda makes them,
cordial.
like, not wanna be in that
Yeah.
environment, you
Or
know?
it makes them like, okay, this is okay.
Yeah,
This is how I respond, right?
very true.
So I told him like I said, hey, you don't gotta do this. Like it's never that serious. And we can have a conversation, and all these kids are trying to learn. The other camp, they have kids that are trying to learn. I'm like, you don't have to be out here doing this. It's a 9 hole, first of all, too. It's not the 18. The 18 is the expensive one.
Yeah.
I told him this is what I told him because it was Friday too. It was last week Friday. I
Mhm.
said, all right, you have a good one. Happy Father's Day to you. And I went on because I
Let
was
it
like, I didn't want to end him thinking I was like coming up pressing him. No, I wasn't pressing him.
for
I
sure.
was just like, yo, like, we don't have to, we can get along out here. It does never have to be that deep.
Yeah.
It never has to be that deep. And then I just wanted to show to my campers that like there's better ways to handle yourself. Cause my cameras were on hot. They heard that that dude was yelling and stuff. They were like, "I got you, Coach Cam." They said- they were like, "Tell him this, tell him that." They were really on some like ready to make this big scene and wanted me to like go up and insult him in some type of way. And I was like, "Yo, you don't have to handle it that way." I just told him this and that and told him have a good one.
Being a good upstanding role
I
model. Sure, bro. For sure, bro. Cause like personally, like I would have felt personally attacked, one, and then two, like the kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it doesn't take anything. Like you can bring up a concern without being confrontational, you know?
exactly.
And then like honestly, bro, like you know how like the older crowd can get too, like they just automatically assume that you're gonna be disrespectful to them.
Yeah,
So, like, even you coming up to him on some, cordial stuff
yeah,
probably threw him for a loop. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
People expect you to match their negative energy.
for sure.
It's never worth it. And I'm telling you, I said this like earlier, first episode, like you hit a negative with a positive,
Yeah.
like
Like nothing people can do, bro. Like,
yeah,
and then like,
so,
yeah, yeah, for sure, bro. It didn't take anything for you to just like for him to just like step to the side or like pull obviously the trusted adult to the side,
mhm,
and bring up said concern, bro.
yeah, like
Concern.
because of course there's the thing of like, well, you shouldn't even be yelling at anybody in general out there,
Facts.
but if you are going to do so, do not do that in front of the kids.
Yeah,
You do that in private or you handle that in a different way.
for
Don't
sure.
be in front of the kids and all the kids are looking like,
For sure,
is
bro.
my coach about to get punched?
Facts. Nah, but
So when I came up to him and then I'm like, and the kids were like, "Oh, why was he laughing at the end and everything? Why is he happy?" And I'm like, "Cause I told him Happy Father's Day and have a good one. There's nothing we gotta." Because he did not expect me to say that. He was
yeah,
like, he expected me to like, "Oh yeah, go kick rocks," basically.
definitely, but
Like he did not expect me to treat him. That's the thing. He did not expect me to treat him in a kind way because he was being so negative. So
very
I was like, "There's no reason for me to get at him and get back at him in some like vengeful type of way." I
facts.
said what I needed to say. I said, "You can't do this in front of my campers and you shouldn't be going up to my coaches in such a crazy way."
Yeah,
He understood that. So I
and I'm
could leave
glad.
it at that. He apologized as well. He apologized. I left it at that.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And like being positive and like just being hospitable to people can get you like so far, bro. I feel like really like I've been learning that really with like in the past week, bro. Like me and Cam be talking like off camera about things like apartment searches, picking classes or whatever the case. And literally just this week, like um I had went and turned in my studio application. We were just talking about it as well. But when I went to go turn in my application, obviously like they needed more information from me. Um and I had met these leasing agents before because like I went to go look at the place and stuff, But like when I went in there, obviously like this is gonna be my my possible future home, you know what I'm saying? So I obviously went in there on some respectful, positive stuff. But in addition to that, like while filling out my information, kind of like I said, just getting to know the leasing agents more. I shook like all three of the ladies' hands. You get what I'm saying? Um, and like that that was kind of my perspective and my initiation when I went in there, period, was like you just never really know where that can get you. Obviously, like I'm not looking to get anything out of these leasing agents, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that a regular tenant wouldn't get, but you just never really know what somebody will offer you just by, you know what I'm saying, being positive and like, I don't know, just being an open hand or lending an open hand. Cause in addition to that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to her about like working with me about like rent prices, you know what I'm saying? But in addition to that, like I think that yeah, just being positive overall, bro, it'll really take you so far. Literally like and then it was just this very same day. Um, so like after you when school isn't active, like we don't have our venture cards, right? So I
Mhm.
gotta I have to add like a balance to
Be
my
quiet.
rent.
You
Wait, what?
serious?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not coming back to school stuff.
you're not, yeah, because you're not here over the summer, right? So like they
Oh,
turned our venture cards off, so I literally had to add a balance to my shit, right? And you can either add like $5, $10. I usually only add five because I only add like five if I know I'm gonna be taking the bus or the train that day type, you know? And so I'm thinking I still got like money from the last time I had took the CTA upon my card. I get on the bus to go to this apartment meeting that I have with the leasing agent, and I don't have I checked I like it says decline or insufficient fare. So I checked the app. I checked the Venture app, and it's like negative 60 cents. And I'm like, so I gotta add $5 to my balance, bro. Um the significance of this story is literally prior to because every single time, bro, every time I get on a bus, I literally just like speak to the bus driver. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
How you doing? Whatever, bro. Um, and like I had spoke to him initially when I got on the bus. There was maybe like in between, like it was probably 2 or 3 seconds, but that was my card had declined. So I'm like, ah man, you know, and he could have done this for anybody. He probably would have done this for anybody, but it's literally just that initial, like, I don't know, acknowledging someone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being hospitable, like lending that hand. Long story short, like I had spoke to him when I first got on the bus. I had negative 60 cents in my account, and I would have had to add $5 right there on the spot.
Yeah.
But instead of making me do that, he was like, "You're good, man. Just go ahead." Like he seen I probably had somewhere to go. And I'm like, okay, cool. I just saved myself $5. But what made me think about said interaction was just like the idea that I speak to every bus driver. Like when every single time I get on a bus, you literally just say, "How you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't respond, a simple head nod will do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that is the type of stuff that I kind of try to like just instill into my everyday life because you never know who you are talking to, for one. Um, and yeah, and two, it just feels good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it probably made you feel good and mature to go and like kind of just de-escalate the situation, especially as a person that was younger than him. You know what I'm saying? Because I be feeling
Yeah.
like sometimes that happens a lot, bro. You know how old people
Yeah.
get stuck in their ways, like you get me?
Definitely.
Um, so it takes a lot of it shows a lot of maturity, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do something like that, especially like with children like present, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's real, bro. But yeah, like long story short, bro, positivity and just being open-minded, being positive to people, it gets you a long way, you know?
Yeah.
Because you could have
There's
let that ruin your day,
facts.
you know? Like,
Like it took me a second too because I had to take like a deep breath. Like,
yeah, bro.
how do I want to approach this?
It's like,
Like,
what's my next move, you know?
do I, yo,
Sure,
out of here? Like,
sure,
yo,
bro. Especially, bless you.
thank you.
But yeah, man.
Like,
Especially in that setting too, you know? Like,
mhm.
yeah,
But you know what I was thinking? I was like, there's what you just said. See, we back in that zone. What you just
back in that,
said made me think of something. What you just said made me think of something.
back in that.
There are buttons that when somebody says, "Oh, you're pushing my buttons." There's those buttons you can press on somebody to make them like angry and riled up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's those same buttons to change somebody's switch. You know what I mean? There's the same buttons that can make somebody feel better.
For sure.
Like me, I didn't even know if he was a father or not, but me saying something like "Happy Father's Day" to that guy
Yeah.
could make him like, okay, yeah, I'm a father, and these are kids around me. Why am I acting so crazy? And
Right.
that can flip that switch. You know
Right.
what I mean? But if
Right.
I would have said something different, that could have pushed his buttons and he could have just escalated up again. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It could have, there's different buttons for different people, and there's different buttons to make somebody feel negative or positive.
Yeah,
What you just said made me realize that, like,
for sure, bro.
there's there's different things you can do. Like, stop
Push
pushing people's
positive
buttons in a bad way.
racks.
Push them in a
Push
good way.
positive buttons. Yeah. Like even something as like simple as like giving a random compliment, bro. I be doing that all the time too because I just understand the way like I know how it make me feel to let just let a stranger know like, yo, bro, I like your shoes or yo, I like your jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Something like that could go a long way in somebody's life, bro. You genuinely never know. Um because I know that like I can speak firsthand that like, something that could not be significant to somebody at all could be really significant to me. It'd be something I think about every day that motivates me to be more positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Um, but that's what it's about, bro. Like through trials and tribulations, bro, just literally staying positive. Cam got a new mic, man. It's so fancy. Look, he just
Nah, peep though.
it's crazy though. It's
I
crazy.
was
You gotta tap
I was
mute.
I was opening up this Canada Dry. This is fire. I just had this a couple
Yo,
days ago.
I seen that on my For You
A
page, bro. Like
Canada
that.
Dry. Uh,
Yeah. Bro, when I seen that? I seen that around Christmas time last year, but I never tried it. I
mhm.
never tried it. Um, yeah, man. Um,
But yes, this mic, very high quality,
yeah, this is
a
great.
very low price. Get it on Amazon.
Yeah, for sure, man. For
I don't even
sure.
know how to say the name of it. I'm not gonna lie. But shout out to them.
It will be ordered for sure, bro.
Shout out to them. You really came in clutch in a good time. The camera I'm using as well. I'm not using my laptop camera.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
camera I'm using,
yeah. Maybe
cooking.
because mine's looking a little bit,
Nah, if you're watching this, clip that. Clip the
bro. Because I just had
your
to make
face when
sure.
your thumb swiped away was hilarious.
Yeah, man. I had to make sure mine was, but like I can low key tell the difference between the laptop camera and your camera because that camera is also like very, very clear
This thing is great, but it like adjusts
for
the
sure.
lighting and everything.
Yep. What was that?
So,
Bro, yo,
yeah.
I mean, I'm still living downtown in the dorm that I was when I graduated. So like lately, um, wanted to talk about like just a little bit about the protests and everything that's been going on too, because I be hearing it low key
Uh-huh.
downtown. Um, with so many like political issues and stuff going on. You got Palestinian protest. Like I've seen Palestinian protesters and Latino protesters protest together, immigration protests. Um,
Getting hot in this thing.
yeah, it's probably getting real toasty.
Burning. All right, go ahead.
Cold in my room. No, but I really, I mean, just speaking on the topics itself, bro. It's just been so much going on in the world, bro. Like
Yes.
those that don't know, also like my Instagram got deactivated. My main Instagram that like usually I was using to promote the podcast. I'd have no idea why, but they take my page down for like 6 days, right? And within those 6 days, I was so in tune with like just the idea of like what's going on with the world. I really just wasn't on social media as much, bro. But yeah, just really staying in tune with like what's going on and like possibly what's to come. You know what I'm saying? With Iran and Israel, then you have the immigration issues, especially, they prominent in Chicago, bro. Like I hear about it all day.
Yeah. Out here in California too.
Oh
Like
yeah,
my
definitely.
sister's out in LA,
Definitely.
and then like up here they have stuff, but LA it's really like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff happening. But it's just like I don't
Mhm.
know. It's shame on me for not really watching the news anymore.
Oh yeah,
But
me too.
honestly, the news is just so depressing for me at this point. Like,
Sure, bro. And I feel like a lot of people out there can attest to that, bro. Like it's never
yeah,
nothing positive going on.
like this year, especially like
Yeah,
just seeing just the decline of just how
sure.
people been not even secretively
Yeah,
just like being so disrespectful to other people,
yeah,
being so just like they don't they don't even care to hide it anymore. People in power don't even care to hide it anymore and
absolutely.
be so openly just like
Yeah,
we don't care what happens to this
yeah.
group of people, this
Fact,
minority. They don't care to even
facts, bro.
express it. Really, they're not trying to hide it anymore.
Facts, bro. And then
So
you have like big head politicians and stuff that are like
yes,
very immature. Like you got
yes,
bro,
the immaturity I'm seeing is like,
insane.
I'm
Like
like, is this serious? It's so unserious.
these are the people like I mean, long story short, these are the people that are like running the country, bro, which is
Yes.
insane. But um yeah, bro, there's been so much to be mad at, like, and rightfully so too. Like, bro, I feel like literally within this 5 months, bro, it's just been so hectic and chaotic, to say the very least, bro. Those out there too that like are very familiar with the social issues and stuff going on, like we would love to like hear about it, talk about it in the comments, whatever the case. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Enlighten us. I be feeling like that's the positive, the
Hmm.
upside, you know what I'm saying, social media and whatever the case, because that's how I've been staying in the loop, and showing like the support it is that I can. Um, but yeah, bro, for sure, it's been so crazy. But I can agree too, bro. It's like there's always something negative going on in the news too, for sure, bro.
Yeah. Because it's like,
And I know that.
genuinely, because I don't be on my phone, like, especially since I started working these past 2 weeks. I don't go on my phone until like 5 o'clock.
Hmm.
It's healthy, but I don't go on my phone until 5 o'clock for real.
Hell yeah.
And the first thing when I open like Instagram or something like that, or get home and see the television and it's on a news outlet, and it's just something else that people who are in power are doing to, I don't even say this, to
Just
like
undermine.
undermine, hurt, um, like inflict pain or in some type of way on another person, another group of people, and it's
Yeah,
every single day, it's a different thing almost. It's
yeah.
like, when
It
are
gets
people
it.
gonna learn?
Yeah, bro. It gets emotionally
Like,
exhausting,
yeah,
bro.
like when are people in power gonna like actually care? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, when is it gonna get to a point where we hear the, because it's like the amount of protests we've seen in our lifetime, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
when
for
are
sure.
people, and it's the same stuff that's been
It's like
being
5 years.
said, just in a different, like,
Yeah, in a different light, bro.
yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. But when are these people gonna actually like see that there's
Absolutely,
problems going, or care? When are people actually gonna, because they see it. They
absolutely,
see
bro.
it. When are they
Exactly.
actually gonna care that we got stuff going on in this world and it's not okay to just like
Yeah.
treat people with such just malice, or just like, you know what I mean? Like,
I do, bro. I do. And I also be feeling like the people with power, and not only are the political people that we speak of in power, like they don't care, but it's also sometimes to the point where they in a sense control the media and they control what we see. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean
yes.
I don't mean to get all incredibly like, woke about it, but when it comes to things like news outlets, when it comes to things like websites and everything, like there are definitely like headlines and stuff that are, you know what I'm saying, misconstrued, controlled in
Hmm.
a way. Um, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
there's just so much to the point that the people in power can do to the point where people are either misinformed or not informed at all, and propaganda it's still a prominent tool used by like media, bro, and news, and like these issues where that's where these issues of like immigration come from, these issues of, Palestinian people come from, like these issues of, whatever minority group it is, you know what I'm saying? You name it, those are the type of agendas that they push, bro. And I always
Hmm.
said that the tactic of the hired ups is to divide, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I really see you like it's now getting to the point where it's like every single day in society with a leader of the country like we have, bro, you literally see it every single day in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the point where like I said, the tactic is to divide, bro. But you literally just have to inform yourself, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that you stay in the loop of what's going on so you stay true to what it is you truly believe in, bro. And
I, that was well said.
yeah, man.
Very well said.
Um,
Like,
but
like you
yeah.
said, that tactic of division.
Tactic of division, bro. Tactic of division, like I said, even when it comes to minority groups, bro, trying to divide black and brown has been a tactic for as long as can be, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Um, and that's where I be feeling like I'm really glad that you came to me about a platform like this to the point where like we can talk about this shit, like truth, bro. Um,
And that's a message. What you just said, I want that to be a very important message. Don't let anybody like separate us as people. You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Like, don't try to like let's because
Yeah,
we all struggling in some type of way, and sometimes we get into this whole like who's struggling more and who's supporting who
absolutely.
more.
Absolutely,
Let's
bro.
just support each other
Just each other.
like, cause it's a common thing that both people are both groups are going through.
Hmm.
Like, it's not about who's going through it more, who's going through it less. Let's
Fact.
just all work on getting through it together. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I think that was
Like,
I think that was perfectly said, bro. I think that was perfectly said. I'd be feeling like you said, the tactic is honestly to just support each other in times of tragedy, in times of despair. And with this with this immigration propaganda and all of that being pushed, about the media, on top of that, there's the war in Iran is in Israel as well. And people being upset about, I believe it's US's involvement in that. And like I said, like my knowledge on the issues are so surface level to the point where, what I'm saying, you really got to look at yourself and be like, I need to inform myself. You get what I'm saying?
yes,
Um, but back to the point of like, yeah, just literally supporting each other in times of despair, in times of tragedy, in times like this, is the key, bro. And um, yeah, for sure. Just making sure, I guess you're just doing your part to know that like these agendas and all this stuff about like immigration or literally whatever minority group it is, understanding that that is the tactic of the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
is to try and get you to think something about a certain group, you know, get your own perspective. And like I said, support those who support you.
yeah. And I want people to notice something too. Minorities standing together is not really a minority anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We're
right now,
the majority.
we have so many people of color in this country
Hmm.
where it's like if we stand together, it's not really a minority anymore. So
Yeah,
it's like
for sure, bro.
let's continue to grow. Let's continue to strive for these positions where we can make change.
Yes, sir, skate.
And that's where it comes to. Like that's what I was always taught was like get to the position to where you can really make that change yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So we can stop asking and we can start making some changes. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
And the best way we do it is helping each other out,
for sure.
helping the next person grow and succeed. That's
The
the
next
best way we
person.
can do it.
Yeah, bro. The next person, next group, and like you said, bro, when minorities team up, bro, we're no longer a minority. It's genuine. It's the majority, and that's what they don't want to see, you know. But yeah, man. Me and Kim, we were also talking about. We just felt like it'd be wrong not to mention the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, like I said, like start a discussion in the comments, whatever it is, you guys feel like we should talk about, what you feel like we should inform ourselves more on. Like we all ears, bro.
Please. And inform us on anything that's going on.
For
Yes.
sure.
Like
For sure.
Khalil was
Because
saying.
yeah. And like and something that you said really just spoke to me too is like putting yourself in the position to like even help and inform people about it. You know what I'm saying? This podcast that we're doing, us putting ourselves in the position to be in front of a camera and talk about issues like this in itself is a blessing. And to the very little following that we have right now, we appreciate that, bro. We appreciate that for real because, you know,
And
like
we're growing day by
very
day.
fast. Very
Like
fast, bro.
when I just checked, we're at like 140 now.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, because I was like, I ain't gonna lie, a week ago, I was like, all right. Because I ain't gonna lie, after your Instagram got deactivated
Oh, I
and I
was
saw I saw one reel go up and I was like, yeah, this didn't go like the other ones. I was
yeah.
like, man. But then literally the last reel we posted,
Mhm.
it hit home for a lot of people and it did really, really well. And I
Facts.
was like, and that was before your Instagram even got activated again.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you said your Instagram got deactivated. That just rejuvenated me in a way that I was like,
No, bro, you don't even understand.
hey, I was like, we
Like,
back.
literally, bro.
We back.
Man.
And it's stuff like that. So yeah, we do have a platform now that's
Yeah.
slowly growing.
Yeah, man.
Um, and it's been how long have we been out for? 2 months?
Bro, we started this like the beginning of April It's been about 2.5
May,
months.
June. Yeah,
Dude, that's and I mean truthfully, like,
like we've gotten a follower for each day in which we've been active. Think about it
yeah,
like that.
I could say so for sure. Cause that's 140 days. Yeah. Probably more.
It's more. It's for sure
Yeah.
more. We got
Yeah.
more than 90 days.
Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah. And that's something, that's something in itself to be proud about. That's something that I'm glad that people are out there listening to us, you know what I'm saying? Like truthfully.
Mhm.
Um, it makes me feel good, bro. Even to just get on this and talk, bro. Talk to another person that look like me, you know what I'm saying? And understand. But beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing, Been
It's
great.
something. And I haven't had a single person say to me, like, why are you doing a podcast? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like, what do you got to talk about? Like, everybody has been like super supportive and just like,
yeah,
that's great that you have this, be able to talk and conversate. And these are honestly like, to have this conversation right now on
yeah.
such like, it's been a long 3 weeks. It's been a long year, to be honest.
Definitely.
But to be able to have these conversations again, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
man. Especially for it to be this accessible now. Like
Facts.
we're just now figuring this out. Like you sent me this and I'm just like, why have I like not heard of Riverside, bro? So
Facts.
before we talked about it, you know?
Facts.
Great
I had to
platform.
search for this thing.
Yeah, man. Um, for sure it can, bro.
And it's new stuff to edit. I
Yeah.
was low key sick of editing the
Yeah, yeah.
same like style, like the same. We were in that studio and it was that same because episode 4 is 4 parts.
Hmm.
Looking at the same like clipping stuff from the same type of looking video.
Yeah.
We're in those same clothes for basically a month straight.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Dude, I'll be forgetting about that too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Look, they wear that every single Monday.
yeah. Like, is this their uniform?
Uh,
Nah, bro. But
but
yeah,
yeah.
man, it's
Oh, I have another thing I wanted to talk about. It was a story involving this just whole like stuff that's going on right now.
yeah. What's up?
Did you hear about there was an artist at the Dodgers game? She goes by the name Nez, I think, or Neza,
Hmm.
and she performed the national anthem in Spanish. And after they told her not to do so or something right before, and she did
Hmm.
it anyway because she was like, I'm a
Yeah,
because I want to stand with my people,
yeah.
but she still sang the national anthem in like word for word, just in Spanish.
Hmm.
Nothing was changed about the lyrics, not a single thing.
Yeah,
But they told her after, they said, they told her manager, she said,
yeah.
none of your artists or any of your people can ever come back. Like we never want you back here again.
Wow. This is at the
But
Dodgers.
yeah, this was apparently a Dodger Stadium, I think. Let me double check.
Because you know what?
Yeah,
Also,
this was Dodgers. This was Dodgers.
you know what else I seen about the Dodgers Stadium? I'm not sure if it how soon was or how
This
long.
was like a week ago.
Yeah,
This was recent.
some pictures outside the Dodger Stadium where ICE agents were trying to enter the Dodger Stadium, but like the fans didn't let them in.
I
Like
did see that. I
you
did see
seen
that.
that, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
It's
crazy.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this ice stuff has gotten
It's gotten out of hand, bro.
way out of hand.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten out of hand.
The stuff I'm seeing is just like there was
Yo,
one guy. Go ahead.
I was gonna say actually today, I heard a cop. It was actually a campus police say some crazy stuff. Like I was like, what are you talking about right now? Um, so he was just basically talking about the whole immigration situation
Hmm.
and referred to the immigrants as fish in a barrel. He called them fish in a barrel. Like I heard this with
That's
my ears.
crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Is that
Crazy.
not crazy? This was literally today, like while I was at work, and like I had my headphones in. I was like halfway listening or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he was just talking. He was just talking about the situation as if it's just so lighthearted to him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, and like I said, I wasn't gonna let that like throw my whole vibe off. I just thought that it
Yeah.
was incredibly crazy to say.
You peeped it. You
Yeah, I definitely peeped it. Could have said something to him, honestly I didn't, but I just felt like that was like incredibly inconsiderate, you know what I'm saying? To
yeah.
refer to immigrants as fish in a barrel. Like he literally said that, which was nuts. But yeah, man. He's kind of an asshole. I don't like him.
That's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
that's crazy, bro.
Like,
Yeah, but
and
you were also gonna say something. You said,
yeah, it was another video involving police.
uh,
Um, it was a video I saw like a little bit ago on Instagram, but there was there were ICE agents in front of this lady's house,
hmm
and this lady calls her like attorney or something like that
yeah.
because they were like so he comes up and he's with his assistant.
I think I seen this
You
video.
for sure probably seen this,
Okay.
and he's like, why are you guys here?
Yeah.
I'm her attorney or something.
He was a
And
black
they're
dude,
like,
right? Is this
we're looking for da da da, and we're waiting for her to open up the door. And then he goes and points to the ICE agent points to his assistant. Is
yeah.
this her? Or
Yeah,
like, or no, he didn't even say that. He said we need to talk to her,
yeah, yeah.
and points at her. He's like, she's with me. She just got out the car with me. She's my assistant.
Yeah.
Just because she was looked like
hmm
any sort of like
Just
it was
just because she looked like she could have immigration status, like she was gonna
yeah,
be interrogated, which is crazy.
not even that, literally just because of her nationality
Yes, bro.
they were like, oh, this got to be her. They didn't even know who they were looking for. They were just looking. That's the problem right now. They're looking for anybody who they see fits.
Yes, bro.
And
Literally just
like
description.
it's like that's so crazy. Like how are these people not getting it? Like that's is that not
No,
insane? Is that not we're not treating people with humanity at all? I don't I don't understand how people aren't the people that say like, oh well, and try to make excuses for it. Is
yeah,
that not insane?
that's insane.
Just think about it just a little bit. Are we not seeing some insane things that are happening in this country and how people are treating other people?
Right.
You know
Regardless
what I
of the
mean?
race, the ethnicity, the gender, the
Yeah.
sexuality, whatever, bro. Like, you know what
And
I'm
these
saying?
are everyday, regular people. People that are
Facts.
going to work, people
People,
that are
yes.
have families, people that are doing their own thing. These aren't people that are like murdering other people. These aren't people that
Right.
are stealing from a whole bunch of stores. These are regular people that people
Yes.
are treating horribly.
Law abiding citizens that come here to work, that come here, they work, they do whatever it is they need to do to provide for their family, and they get in
Yes.
Target. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And Chicago, first of all, Chicago's definitely not the city for that. Chicago's a melting pot, and that's why I love it so much, bro. You can find anybody from any corner of the world here, for one. And two, like it's just there's just no room for this like unwelcoming nature, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like problems have been arising within these past month. Problems have been arising out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's literally all because of this agenda that's being pushed, bro. Like,
Mhm.
um,
And this is what I was talking about when earlier when I was like, the stuff that happens at the very, very beginning of this country is coming up to bite you back in the butt for real.
no, for real, bro.
Because you cannot make a country where you came in and pushed up on somebody else's land,
Mhm.
right?
Mm,
And then you were the initial immigrants.
yeah,
And then you made a whole bunch of laws and
yep,
then made it so you made it okay that you came in saying it was a place where everybody can come in and be this
and,
make the American dream, push that, manifest your own destiny, push that. Um, America is a place where everybody can come and push your dreams.
yeah.
This is what you guys pushed for years.
And in the midst of that,
So
colonization happened.
don't change it because it's not people that either look like you or people that you want to come in. You
Truthfully,
can't change your
truthfully.
your vibe. You can't change your motto. You can't change just because you apparently don't see fit for like a certain type of people.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't say it for us because we were forced to be here.
yeah,
Or-
for real. The
but
contradiction for real, bro.
like all these other races and nationalities that are coming in, they're free to do that according to what you guys have stood on for the past couple of years when it was benefiting you.
Yeah, only when
When
it's
you were
beneficial though.
when you were like, this is the land where everybody can come in, this is the land of the free. You push this is the land of the free, and we saw that was a lie from the
Yeah,
jump.
and
But then
truth.
you had to fix it and things. So it's like all this stuff is now coming back at you. And
Yeah.
it's either you have to say, okay, we were lying. We didn't want this. You got to be real honest now.
Hmm.
Or do what you're trying to do right now and push your way around and see like how we can find the loophole through
For sure.
to say people can't be here no more. Like,
I'm
let's
trying.
be honest. Let's be honest now.
It's all contradiction. It's all
Yes.
contradiction. Then it goes back to the point that really like all this is stolen land anyways. Truthfully, you know. But I be feeling like also that's like kind of the upside that came with like education and just paying attention in history class. Really, like
Facts.
a lot of this stuff, like it's very trendy. You know what I'm saying? History is trendy in a sense, but yeah, it's definitely been rough. For the time being, I be feeling like when it comes to the news outlets and media, it's hard to find something positive. But it's definitely some stuff out there to be happy about. You know.
Hmm.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Like. There's well, one thing I do know that's positive in the news. I haven't seen it on the news myself personally, but there's this photographer I follow on Instagram. Then he's a Chicago photographer. He did a Juneteenth shoot and he just got his work put in the news. So it's like that's something positive, you know. In addition to that, like the protests themselves aren't for something positive, but the idea that people can come together and have an organized, event like such is something to be, what I'm saying, happy about. To see people
Yeah.
like, yeah, just to see people supporting each other, you know.
Coming together for a common goal
Exactly.
to help
Exactly.
other people. That's
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It is
Yeah.
beautiful for real.
Yeah, that's definitely an upside. Like even that post that I told you about the Dodgers game where like the fans literally made a barricade so ICE agents couldn't get into the stadium because it's like, regardless of what you got hired for as an ICE agent or not, whether it goes against whatever morals it is that you have, you know what I'm saying, trying to deport people, but it's like that's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna let you guys ruin our event, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But that's the power in like in a sense like unity, you know what I'm saying? Like we're here for a baseball game, you know what I'm saying? You gonna tell me you gonna ruin the Dodgers game? You get me?
Yeah.
Something as simple as like having that type of morale that yeah, it just makes a difference in the world, bro. And like I said, it's been so long since we talked like one on one, bro. I be feeling like we just do yeah, we've been spilling, man. It's been a lot that's been making me upset, bro. You know?
Yeah. It's a lot going on.
Yeah. That's just been
And
a fucking conversation for me.
some you said they're really like just morals. When you talked about morals,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier today. You can't let whatever you support, whoever your side is, you can't let that affect your morals.
Mm-hmm.
Like your morals shouldn't switch based off of like, all right, I gotta like when people are like, this is my job, but like my morals, let your moral compass
Sure.
win. You know what I
Guide you.
mean?
Yeah.
Like stop saying like you gotta support this or that. Your morals are your morals, and your morals are your morals for a reason. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's a moral and there's moral people. Hey,
Definitely.
know what is good and don't do the bad things because of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't
Like
second guess yourself.
I see so many people like whether it's a lot in politics and just in other things in work, but in politics people will throw out morals completely to
Mm-hmm.
support a candidate or whatever reason because it'll benefit them money wise. And it's like if that's how you want your life to be,
Mm-hmm.
like that's that's not it. That's not what we're here for. I honestly feel like here as people, we're here to help the next person.
Yeah.
Like that's what we are. We start with your family, those around you,
Hmm.
and your friends, and then after that, you branching out and you're helping other people. You're not here to
I like that, bro.
like that's what I was taught.
I like that.
Like,
I like that. I
and
think,
people use different things, whether it's like religion to coincide their like certain like belief or make it work for them.
hmm
But nah, you're supposed to religion was something to teach people this is the good and bad and how we're supposed to treat people. You
for
know what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like treat people the way you're supposed to be treated. It's called the golden rule in uh Christianity. Like
Uh, and I
don't
like,
use that to treat some people the way you want to be treated because Christianity is pushed heavily in our politics right now,
sure,
in
bro.
our government, in our anthems or
Like,
whatever.
it's like traditional, like
Yeah, they
almost.
push it heavily. So it's like if this is what you're gonna push, follow what it says in that of treating people with kindness. You
Yeah.
should do as God would want you to do. And would God want you to condemn another person?
Yeah.
Treat your neighbor as you want to be treated? Would God want you to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Would he
what
want
are
you
we,
like snatching people out of their homes, from out of their families and shit, you
you
know?
can't pick and choose when you want to follow your, your
Exactly.
faith.
Exactly.
And then you can't just be like, oh, just ask me for forgiveness after. If you don't, the whole thing of I believe people can change,
Hmm.
but if you're just gonna say like I'm gonna do this every single time and then come back, oh, the Lord will forgive me, that's
Yeah.
I don't, hey, if you want to, that's using to me personally, that's using religion to justify what your actions. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They're
Instead of
exploiting it, like,
yeah, it's exploiting it in a way instead of like genuinely doing what you feel like follows.
sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
and that's where I feel like a lot of religions lose a lot of people, or because it's just not being pushed in the right way.
Yeah.
Um, because I completely understand. There's some the nicest people I know that say they're not religious anymore, but it's just because they see it being pushed, and
Hmm.
there's
And I
people that are saying this is my religion, but are being so harmful to other people. So it's
facts.
like if
And
these
I've
are
tested
people,
like,
this you know what I mean?
yeah, I've even tested like sometimes like some of the most judgmental places that I've been are church is church, you know? Like sometimes they can be incredibly hypocritical in church, you know? Um, but that's why I be feeling like it's also super important to develop your own relationship with the higher being it is you know what I'm saying, you want to worship, because there's definitely somebody out there looking out, you know? And the way you connect to that spirit, the way that you connect with God or whatever, whoever your God or whoever it is that you look up and pray to is, um, that's personal. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, but on top of that, I do think that there are valuable lessons that can be like had and taught in church. Me growing up Christian, I can say that I think that there's a lot of good that you can take from many religions out there, you know what I'm saying? And apply that to your life in a way that, like you said, people are able to coincide, have different views and interests, but not be in conflict because of it. You know, I be feeling like that's kind of the beauty in like culture and diversity, period. You know, having different things to take from, you know, and I be feeling like different perspectives are like valuable, bro. That's where the idea that like America, where we have every single race, every single nationality here, that's literally like what makes this place. And the fact that people are trying to change it, you know,
Yeah,
it should rub everybody the wrong way, you know, every right-minded person. But yeah,
bro, this thing was
you
hot,
getting a little hot.
a little toasty.
Look, yeah, it's low key getting a little late too.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, Cam's on a totally different time zone,
it's 10:18 for me.
bro. It's 12:18 over here, dog. But yeah, bro, I agree with everything you said though. Like I be feeling like right now is prominent. You have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't talk about it, you're choosing to ignore it. And that's not what we doing over here at Nice and Cozy. you
Never
know.
that.
But
Never that.
it genuinely does feel good to like bounce these ideas and thoughts off of a person, bro. Because this has been a while
Yeah.
since we talked one on one, and
Yes.
like we talked about, bro. We used to look forward to this time. We slide in the studio, you know what I'm saying? After a long day, you just
Yeah.
put all your thoughts on the table, bro. So much more we need to catch up on, man. But
The whole bunch, man. It's like, and I'm also glad we finally talked about some of these topics of stuff that's going on in this world just in general. Because at first I know we were both like, should we
yeah,
do we just let it
yeah,
go and just, but I feel like one, even though we talked a lot,
yeah, bro.
but we were doing a disservice to ourselves of not letting out everything that was going through our minds
For sure.
out there. You know what I
For
mean?
and
Like, and we're doing a disservice to the people that are watching.
for sure.
Why aren't they talking about this? Why aren't they talking about that? Like,
Mhm. Mhm. And then like, cause obviously like our thought process about the whole thing was just we didn't want our I guess you could call them like political views, but like I'd like to even use the term moral views because we talked
hmm
about moral and morality like
yeah,
in this episode, but like you know what I'm saying, being silent about your moral views, you know, like you said, it's just not being completely transparent because we
yeah,
weren't talking about the things, but it can get misconstrued online. That
hmm
was our whole thought process about it, but you know what I'm saying? That's what this platform is for, bro. It's for us to,
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying, let our thoughts out and tell people how it is we feeling about certain situations. And, you know, that's what we gonna do, you know? But
And if you don't see that, watch the other videos and hear us talk about how meet the person first, see how everybody is first.
yeah,
If you want to get to know us, we're pretty open books.
definitely, bro.
Um, yeah. So understand everything we're saying is coming from a place of just like we want to see other people doing better. We want to see the treatment of other people. We want to improve how people treat each other.
Absolutely.
We want
Oh,
to create a community, a good community. You know what I
hmm
mean?
yeah.
Those communities you see in the Disney Channel movie.
Bro. Nice and cozy is, you know what I'm saying? Just using the platform for advocacy, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, obviously it's definitely I be feeling like we're definitely you know, pro black. You know what I'm saying? But pro positivity is the main goal. And you know what I'm saying? Pro morality, pro equal treatment, and pro just, you know,
Yeah.
making sure that um people out there, their voices are getting heard and they're treated with respect, bro. And that's just what we haven't been seeing. Yeah, man. I would say this first trial was great success, bro. We got
Yeah. We can. And the great thing about this is we just gotta open the laptop and we run it back whenever.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is so easy. You know what I mean?
We can open it up on the weekend. We don't have to
Seriously, bro.
like it doesn't have to be that random Wednesday or
For sure.
every single Wednesday. It could be
So
any single day.
the struggle of us even being able to tap into the studio was was a hassle. So
Hey,
yeah,
our
this is
IDs
tough.
work now though. Well,
Facts.
mine does.
Shout out Imani.
I
You
think you need a new one or you got the same one.
you know, I don't think I need a new one, but I think I want to take a new picture for grad school. So I'm just gonna get a new one.
Nah, you got to keep it. It's nostalgic.
Nathan. Nope. Not a chance. That mug is so outdated. But um yeah, bro, I low key can't wait till you back in Chicago, bro. We gotta hoop.
Facts.
Dude, if I get this place, bro, like it's actually up, man. Have some
Because
fun,
you're
bro.
actually closer to campus too.
No, for real. Like actually. Like actually.
I'm not gonna lie. I may be saving up and investing in a quality camera too.
Mm.
There's been so much stuff I've been thinking about. I've been
Yeah,
trying not to spend money. I just
yeah,
bought some clothes the other day. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been trying not to spend money.
yeah. We
But
low
I'm
key
saving up for that.
need the summer wardrobe though.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm low key. I don't even plan because my summer wardrobe is literally a golf outfit all summer.
Low key. Like
except
that.
for some random weekends where I
Yeah.
may go out.
I low key feel that though. Like I wear my work polo every day. Like
So I'm already planning on getting stuff for like when I go back to Chicago.
tight.
Like I got some jeans. Like literally what I got was some jeans and this other like oversized shirt.
Yeah.
But
You know, we gotta hit the shops too, man. When you get back, bro.
I'm trying to thrift.
Yeah, we gonna do all that, bro. For sure.
Trying to thrift heavily.
Um,
Yeah. So I need that Chicago food.
mm,
Chicago food.
that's valid.
Oh, yo, there's so much I still gotta say.
I was
But
about
this gon' it gonna run off another minute.
I got my MacBooks at 8. So we got some, well, it's also what time it is? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
12:30.
it's almost 12:30 for
Okay.
you.
But the thing about it, like you said, this is very easy. We gonna run this up, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing some new stuff. I'm gonna
Yeah,
explain it the next time we open up.
yeah.
But there's been new things that I've
Mm,
been doing, and I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
you been cooking up?
yeah. It's for self improvement though, self growth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But man, man. But I'm gonna explain it
Yeah.
later on another episode. This can actually be one episode for once.
No,
One
actually.
recording for one episode.
Hmm.
We can actually do that now.
Yeah, yeah. This
But
was this was great. This is a great like first trial, bro, for sure, man.
welcome to the online virtual us.
Oh God. Welcome to Nice and Cozy Virtual. For
Hey,
the
what do we call this? Because I don't know if we could call this the same. Like, do we call these volumes? You
Mm.
feel me? You feel me? Because this is
Yo,
different.
nah,
This
you
is
low key
different.
cooked though.
Like,
Volume
like
one.
nice and cozy podcast. Welcome to the summer, or like volume one.
How you feel about virtual volumes? Virtual volume one, or I don't know. I don't know. Some on some,
But virtual may give people like PTSD COVID vibes.
Mm. See, look, but you using your noodle though. That's smart.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, second out.
Yeah, just the word virtual is low key associated with just,
Yeah,
you
them
know,
COVID times, school, virtual, everything.
facts, bro. That's facts.
But yeah, I'm rocking with the volumes.
I'm rocking with it.
Little Star Wars vibes.
Yeah.
The saga continues.
Yeah. Hold up. Summer Saga.
Nah. Guess who's back?
Yo.
But ready
Um,
to wrap this thing up?
yeah, man. I feel like I brought it in. I'm gonna let you wrap it up, bro.
All
Let
right,
you wrap
man.
it up, bro.
Well, thank you to everyone who's watching. We are back. More episodes, more volumes for
Yes,
the
sir.
summer. Hope you guys enjoyed this vid. If you really felt some of the topics we talked about, please leave a cozy comment.
Yes,
If
sir.
you like the video, leave a nice like
You know?
and, subscribe because we continuing this thing. We're running it up all summer.
Yes, sir,
If
bro.
you like the quality, tell us what you want us to adjust in
Yeah,
this. You know what I mean?
definitely,
Tell
bro.
us what you want to adjust, critique us, but also be nice because this is the first one.
Yeah.
But this is horrible. Stop it.
Iron the kinks out. You feel me?
Yeah. But
Bro,
um see, look, we got a whole bunch of stuff. We're happy to be back.
definitely.
Nice to see y'all again. Give us a nice little cheer for that one. Thank you for coming back. Y'all have a good one. If you're seeing this Monday morning, have a great rest of your week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
You stay nice and cozy, y'all.